princess of the Tarako kingdom since birth, Pearl. When she was a baby, her father fed her a devil fruit by force and lied about her abilities, telling her she was cursed. He would warn her that she might hurt innocent people if she didn't pay attention to everything he said. Meanwhile, her father had frightened her as a child by telling her tales of sea kings and had prepared her to be a living weapon. He subjected Pearl to such extreme abuse that he even made her use cannibalism to instill further the notion that she was a monster who could never get attention from other people. Although he didn't always express it, her father did once soothe her with the help of a clown, demonstrating that he still had some affection for her. Eventually, Jasper was able to aid Pearl in escaping the Tarako kingdom and their father with the aid of Duros. When Pearl first appeared, she hid from the Marines on an unknown island. She assisted the Devil's Luck Pirates' surviving members in leaving the tiny island. Pearl's status as a princess of the Tarako kingdom was eventually made known to the crew. As the team's martial artist, Dragon Girl or Mad G for short, she formally joined the group in episode 3. After assisting the team in learning more about Ragnar's missing family, they returned to the Tarako kingdom to free Jasper, depose the despotic King Malachite, and locate Eustace Valve. When the fighting was over, Pearl killed her father, taking retribution for everything he had made her go through. At first glance, Pearl gave off the impression of being a very bashful person who speaks in an acerbic, sarcastic tone to individuals she doesn't know well, or when they are very polite or cordial. She is frequently rather violent in battle, even to the point of reveling in the sadistic pleasure of killing her adversaries. She may have inherited these qualities as a result of her difficult history, but in truth she is a really kind and compassionate person at heart. She battles self-doubt throughout the narrative and frequently works exceedingly hard to prove herself to the group. Despite the fact that she rarely becomes this enraged, Pearl may have a ferociously nasty temper. As the narrative develops, Pearl finally learns to be vulnerable and trust others, growing more self-assured and at ease around her allies. She develops much better relationships with and consideration for the significant individuals in her life. Her genuine self slowly shows itself. She is resourceful, adventurous, and lively. She is one of the crew members who are more level-headed and intelligent, though, and she frequently steps forward to remind the others of their priorities when things get hot. Pearl has a strong tolerance to alcohol. Ragnar would be the only member of the crew she would lose to in a drinking competition. She has to be the headstrong young woman in her group, which is one of her negative traits: intense resentment toward Thalassa and Cleo. In this way, she is comparable to Margaret Thatcher, the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, who had no affinity for women and made it a point not to nominate any of them to her cabinet. The term Queen Bee Syndrome is commonly used to describe this behavior. After the Devil's Luck Pirates disbanded, Pearl and Cyril are seen in a posh home in Tarako Kingdom. Pearl is cooking something with her fire, and Cyril is washing the dishes with his water when a baby is crying in another room. Cyril goes to check him out, and it turns out that they had a child together.